TV 3 News Now, live at 10.
We heard anger and embarrassment toward the Omaha Public School Board after all the candidates for superintendent dropped out. Tonight, we delve into what's next for the school district and how they plan to stop the bleeding. The Omaha Public Schools Board is under fire after a failed superintendent search.
The committee responsible for leading the superintendent search held a special meeting this afternoon into tonight, trying to decide their next course of action. Reporter Maya Sines has the latest.
Craig, Jen, we waited for hours while the subcommittee privately met this afternoon, and although board members could not discuss any specific details to the meeting, they said their main focus is to bring together the entire board. After a heated Omaha Public Schools board meeting last night, in which board members and parents shared their frustration over its handling of the superintendent search, the subcommittee is actively trying to get the entire board involved again.
To me, my opinion is that that decision should have been something that should have been brought to the entire board before the decision was made.
We agreed unanimously to just take a step back and reevaluate where we were at in the search. But for some reason that had to take place by a committee.
The subcommittee, which consists of Lacey Merica, Mark Snow, Matt Scanlon, and Vinny Palermo, held a special subcommittee meeting this afternoon at the TAC building to discuss what the process will look like moving forward with the search of an interim superintendent.
We have made no determinations. Any decisions that are going to be made are going to be made by the full board.
Lacey Merica says the board is working to schedule a special board meeting, ideally for next week. She says moving forward, all decisions regarding the superintendent search will include the entire board.
Every decision that we make is going to be a full board decision, and making sure everyone on the board feels that they are included and knows exactly what's going on, has all the information in front of them.
If the board cannot schedule a meeting for next week, they will meet at their scheduled OPS board meeting on April 3rd. Reporting from the studio, Maya Sines, 3 News Now.
There is much more tonight. One of the candidates who dropped out, Khalid Mumin, told folks in Reading, Pennsylvania, the OPS board is dysfunctional and does not act in the best interests of kids. Today, I spoke with Erin Duffy from the Omaha World Herald. She is reporting on the scramble to find an interim superintendent. Among the names, Renee Kerberg, retiring assistant superintendent of Omaha. Diane Friesen, who works for the State Department of Education. Also, retiring Council Bluffs superintendent Martha Bruckner. And former Omaha interim superintendent Virginia Moon. In addition, there is now talk of trying to convince Mark Evans to stay on.
Now, you also have people questioning, would Mark Evans, who's supposed to retire at the end of the school year, would he be willing to stay on for another year or two to bring some stability to the district, to keep some consistency there? We've asked him, we're hoping to hear back from him on whether or not he'd be open to that.
Duffy says the board will likely need to make some decisions on interim superintendent in the next 2 weeks.
There may be soon no smoking on Metro Community College campuses. The board met tonight to discuss a potential ban on tobacco and e-cigs. Reporter Miranda Christian was at the board meeting and is live with what was discussed. Miranda?
Of the 7 campuses that Metro has, there are 37 designated smoking areas right now. Well, the plan is to ban smoking and tobacco at all of them. A smoking and tobacco ban could soon be in effect at Metro Community College. The college has been working to go smoke-free for the last few years. On Tuesday, the Board of Governors discussed the new proposal.
We're saving costs. We're providing a healthier environment. Is it going to be a pain? Yes.
While several were for the ban, board member Brad Ashby had some concerns about safety.
As long as it's not affecting anybody else, why do we need to ban it? And the other issue of moving it off campus, we're just pushing it onto somebody else's property.
But the ban would help the college save up to $20,000 a year in cleanup costs. And Kara Eastman says this is just good business.
Metro is a type of place where we promote health, and we are part of a healthy community, and there are a lot of people in Omaha who care about this issue.
One board member proposed just having one designated spot on campus for smokers, but that would take away from a smoke-free campus. One thing the college would have to figure out is how to police the new ban. Right now, they say a warning would be given and then a citation by campus police. Now, the board did vote 10-1 this evening to advance this to a second reading. At that second reading in about a month, they will decide if this ban will go in effect for next school year. Reporting live, I'm Miranda Christian, 3 News Now.
Mixed reaction online to the smoking ban issue. Here are some comments from our Facebook followers. Sandra wrote, in their own cars, little far-reaching. Pam agreed, I don't smoke, but you are right, this is a little extreme. And John wrote, they should have done this from the start. It should be a ban at all colleges.
Now, your weather alert first forecast.
After some light rain showers, even snow showers across parts of eastern Nebraska, western Iowa this morning, drier air has moved in. We've had the clouds on the increase into the evening hours, and now some snow is beginning to develop, even rain back to the west of us. It's slowly working its way to the east, and that means in the morning, some areas from Nebraska, eastern Nebraska, will see a chance for some light snow showers. Over the next few hours, cloudy skies. The chances for precipitation really don't move in here until around 6-7 o'clock in the morning. And temperatures just keep dipping down into the 30s after midnight. It's going to be a chilly start to the morning. Kids are definitely going to have to bundle it up at the bus stop. We'll talk more about the chances for not only snow, but even rain here over the next couple of days.
We have an update to a tragic story we've been following on 3 News Now. The family of a Norris middle schooler killed in a car crash early Saturday has announced services for the boy. 14-year-old Kevin Ramirez died when a 15-year-old inexperienced driver lost control of a car near the Bob Carey pedestrian bridge and slammed into a light pole. A viewing is slated for this Friday at Good Shepherd Funeral Home at 24th and F from noon until 4, then again at 9 p.m. Funeral services will be held at St. Peter Catholic Church at 27th and Leavenworth at 10 a.m. on Saturday. He then will be buried at St. Mary's Cemetery in South Omaha. Saying they are unable to get the answers to questions surrounding his death, and there is a lack of clear evidence in the case of their murdered brother, Omaha man Seth Rich. The family has started a GoFundMe page. Rich was killed while working for the Democratic National Committee last July when somebody shot him in Washington, D.C. His brother Aaron says the family is trying to raise money to pay for flyers and to hire private investigators as well as post reward money. So far, they have raised just under $5,000.
It's a troubling story we've been following for months. 30-year-old Nathaniel Dixon chronically exposing himself to people in public places. Now police want the public to know just how damaging and maniacal this behavior can be. Prosecutors say investigators have identified Dixon in 7 other incidents at Metro libraries in the last 2 years. Papillion Police Chief Scott Lyons says women and children are prime victims for these predators, and they prey on people who are alone in public places. And he says if you're a victim of this type of lewd behavior, tell police right away.
Which is the number one thing that we would teach in law enforcement is get away, get out of the situation, get to a safe place and give us a call.
Chief Lyons would also like to see enhanced penalties for repeat offenders like Dixon, or for him to be required to register as a sex offender.
We are getting a closer look at some brazen robbers from over the weekend. Police hope you can help catch the bad guys. New at 10 surveillance video from the subway at 50th and L in Omaha on Saturday morning. Look, you can see a man armed with a gun right there, wearing a mask, go straight for the counter. He got the cash and took off in a black car with Nebraska plates. Same time, different place, Pinnacle Bank off Veterans Drive in Elkhorn. A guy with a scarf over his face and a buddy held up the bank at gunpoint. They robbed cash and took off in a dark-colored car. You see one of the guys right there. Any information you might know about the suspects is important to police, so call Crime Stoppers.
To an issue playing out in the public eye, President Trump was on Capitol Hill Tuesday trying to drum up support for the GOP's health care plan. The president warned House Republicans their seats could be at risk if they fail to pass the House bill. The vote is scheduled for Thursday, but the bill faces an uncertain future in the Senate. That takes us to this. Indivisible Omaha held a public demonstration outside Congressman Don Bacon's office here in Omaha. The group says his vote on Trump Care would mean the difference between life or death for thousands of people annually if they can't get access to insurance.
And some of these people have pre-existing conditions that will not be covered if the ACA is repealed. Some of these people are in fragile situations, either through mental illness or physical disability. They will not have jobs. They will not have health care.
Congressman Bacon issued this statement in response to the demonstration. I appreciate hearing from constituents in the 2nd District of Nebraska. I value their opinions and value the time they took to visit my office.
This story caught our attention, and it's wonderful. A Madison County, Iowa Sheriff's deputy posted on Facebook on Sunday their new canine officer is named after fallen Omaha police officer Carrie Orozco and is now officially on duty. Canine Orozco and his handler began training in February and completed 5 weeks. The Madison County Sheriff's Office was able to buy the dog using $30,000 in donations from the community. The deputy says if Canine Orozco has a small part of the dedication Carrie did, the county will have an amazing officer.
What a great tribute that they made there. Hours into the confirmation hearing of a new Supreme Court judge, things get testy.
What Neil Gorsuch regrets about the process and the distance he put between himself and the president who nominated him.
Plus, we'll tell you about the secrets still hidden in these declassified nuclear test videos.
You're watching KMTV 3 News Now with Jennifer Griswold, Craig Negrelli, Weather Alert Team meteorologist Jennifer Zeppelin, and sports with Adam Kruger. This is KMTV 3 News Now, live at 10.
Connecting. To take on the challenges you face every day, you need to be connected. The 3 News Now Weather Alert Team is your weather connection. Clear, accurate forecasts to plan your day, keeping you informed and out of harm's way. Wherever you are, stay connected with the 3 News Now Weather Alert Team.
It's Truck Month, so long live the trucks with load leveling rear air suspension, class exclusive Ram box storage, and the convenience of Uconnect with an 8.4-inch touchscreen. They're nothing short of groundbreaking. Ram Truck Month is the only place to get America's longest lasting pickups.
Well-qualified current lessees of competitive vehicles get a low-mileage lease on the 2017 Ram 1500 4x4 for $235 a month.
It all starts with a dream. Your dream of becoming more, accomplishing more, giving more, having more options for your future, and a better life for your family. At Upper Iowa University, we understand. We've been there, and we have helped tens of thousands of students achieve their dreams. We can help you too, on campus, online, or in your community. Upper Iowa University changes lives, one student at a time.
Hello? Almost didn't recognize you. Sweet new ride.
Thanks.
Would you get a promotion? Wait, are you our boss now?
You're the boss. I'm gonna need more vacation days.
Oh, can I call in sick today?
Guys, I don't have that kind of power, but I can park this car with my mind.
Now you're just showing off.
Lease the first ever all-wheel drive Infiniti QX30 crossover or finance at 0% APR at your local Infiniti retailer.
The 3 News Now Mobile Storm Tracker, sponsored by Jensen Tire and Auto.
The confirmation hearing for President Trump's pick for the Supreme Court turned testy at points. It's the first time Judge Neil Gorsuch has publicly answered lawmakers' questions about where he stands. He says there is a lot he regrets about the confirmation process, including putting his family through it. Right from the start, he sought to declare his independence from the president who nominated him, like this on Trump's campaign promise to nominate a judge who would reverse Roe v. Wade.
Did he ever ask you to overrule Roe v. Wade?
No, Senator.
What would he have done if he'd asked?
Senator, I would have walked out the door.
Like most Supreme Court nominees before him, Gorsuch declined to answer questions on hot-button topics like abortion, gun rights, and voting rights. He also distanced himself from more topical issues like President Trump's travel ban and accusations of wiretapping by President Obama. Senate Republicans hope to confirm Gorsuch in early April.
Right now, the United States is implementing major new security measures for flights coming from 10 Middle Eastern and North African countries. Homeland Security did not cite any specific threat, but says anyone arriving from those countries has to check electronics that are larger than a smartphone. Laptops might contain hard-to-detect explosives. This activist wonders why it only affects mostly Muslim countries instead of a widespread ban such as carrying liquids.
That was a blanket ban that affected all airline passengers from all airports around the world. This is restricting it to certain countries.
The electronics ban is indefinite. Great Britain had a similar restriction on electronics a few years ago. Flights departing from the United States are not affected.
Thousands of nuclear testing films are declassified tonight and being published on YouTube for the world to see. A team at Lawrence Livermore Labs in California has tracked down more than 6,000 of the nuclear testing films. Many of the videos date back to the 1950s. For decades, the films were top secret, locked away in high security vaults. In a video the labs released, nuclear physicist Greg Sprigg says the films still contain secrets.
Looking at these films, we found a lot of different pieces of information had not been analyzed back in the 50s, and we're discovering new things about these detonations never been seen before.
Sprigg says if we capture the history of this and show the force of the weapons and the devastation they can cause, then maybe people will be reluctant to use them.
And the next 3 days, we have a chance for some flurries, rain showers, and thunderstorms. I'll show you which day we can expect to see the best chance for activity across the area.
It's on the other side.
I saw that.
When you look at the Mercedes-Benz GLC, with its high-tech cameras and radar, contemporary cockpit, driver assist technologies, and sporty performance, what's most impressive about the GLC? All depends on your point of view. Lease the GLC 300 4MATIC for $499 a month at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
Every morning when I go to work, I think about what I can do to keep our families safe, expand opportunities for our children to grow and prosper, and create good-paying jobs. These are my priorities. This is my vision to move Omaha forward.
Mayor Gene Stothert is working hard for our community, adding 56 new police officers, creating new job training opportunities, and fixing the city finances.
I'm Gene Stothert. I'm proud of our progress and excited about our future.
I know, we need to talk about this.
It's time.
And it is a big decision for us. Let's take the $1,000 in cash back.
Great.
You want to get one of those gaming chairs with the speakers?
Oh, you do? That's a surprise.
The Volkswagen 3 and Easy event, where you can choose one of 3 easy ways to get a $1,000 offer. Hurry in and lease a new 2017 Passat S for just $199 a month, plus a $1,000 bonus.
Here! Good dog. Drop that. Get in the truck.
All right, weather alert meteorologist Jennifer Zeppelin is joining us. And Jenny, you know, I went out tonight, was going to get some fresh air. The sun went down and yikes, did it get cold.
Yeah, I don't know if fresh is the right word because it kind of hits you.
It does, and especially for the first full day of spring, you wouldn't expect to be dealing with winter weather, but hey, you know, it's transition time and just about anything can happen, and that's what we're going to see here over the next few days. Drier conditions have moved in this evening. We even saw the clouds kind of thinning out, some blue sky, but now the clouds are back on the increase, and we actually have some light snow showers developing over areas like O'Neill, just along I-80 from North Platte, and then switching over to rain. This week, disturbance will be heading in our direction, and the potential is that some areas could see some light snow in the morning. But a much stronger storm system is moving into California, and this storm system is going to tap a ton of moisture, increasing our chances not only for rain beginning Thursday, but maybe even some thunderstorms across the central and southern plain states. As far as the storm system for tomorrow, so let's take one at a time. We do see some light snow showers from Columbus to York, right to the north of I-80, and that's early in the morning, 6 a.m. Notice that we're just generally looking at cloudy skies. Some winds will begin to shift here from the northeast to the southeast, so that will tap some of that moisture from the Gulf of Mexico. And then we'll start to see some drier air moving in by the afternoon. I think if we see any flurry activity, some light snow showers, it would pretty much wrap up before the early morning rush. So dry conditions through the early morning drive, which is great news. However, as the kids head out to the bus stop, they're definitely going to have to bundle it up. It is going to be a very cold start in the morning. Here's the setup here over the next couple of days. Storm system that I said that's in California right now will start drawing in moisture from the Gulf of Mexico. Dew points will start rising. The Storm Prediction Center has already issued a marginal area of strong to severe thunderstorms from the central, western half of the state into Kansas, Texas, and Oklahoma Panhandle. This would be Thursday. And then we really boost those chances for stronger thunderstorms and a line of storms potentially breaking out from Nebraska, Iowa, into Missouri, Kansas. And that really goes into Friday as this cold front moves into that warm, moist air, colder air clashing with it, and that will set the stage. Check this out. By the afternoon and evening on Friday, we see a pretty intense line of storms. Looks like the better chances for severe storms right now would be over southern Kansas into Oklahoma and Texas. But if this drifts a little further to the north, we could see more active weather patterns. So something we will be watching and monitoring very closely. As far as the system moving in, it could provide some decent rainfall. Projected totals right now over the central western part of Iowa could be 2.5 inches, maybe some areas over extreme northeastern Nebraska and the central part of the state. We could maybe see anywhere from 1/4 to 1/2 inch and maybe some isolated spots, maybe an inch, as this storm system pulls out on Saturday. And we have one storm system after another, really 3 lining up here in the Pacific Ocean all the way back to Japan. This is the system that comes in Thursday into Friday. This one will be on Monday, number 2, and number 3 coming in about a week from now. So we're looking at a very unsettled and active weather pattern here towards the tail end of the month. 44 degrees right now, northeast winds at 12 miles an hour. As far as the overnight lows, and in the morning, we'll see cloudy skies, slight chance that there could be some flurries, and a morning low that starts off with about 30. Area-wide, 20s and 30s. Tomorrow afternoon, still a chilly day with 40s and maybe close to 50 in a couple of spots. Tonight here in Omaha, mostly cloudy with a morning low of 30 degrees. In the afternoon, we will see partly sunny skies, so maybe a little sun peeking through after a few flurries early in the day. We go from 40s to near 50 degrees tomorrow, then into the 60s Thursday and Friday. Really decent chance for some showers and maybe some isolated thunderstorms Friday, lingering into Saturday, and then another round of some showers by Monday. To track the latest weather and stay up to date with the breaking news, download our 3 News Now app.
Little something of everything in there.
We do. So if people still want to hold on to winter, we have that coming, and along with spring storms.
I like the latter, not the former.
I agree.
In other words, the spring.
Right. Not the storms.
Well, the
Right.
weather is getting warmer, and the Huskers are heating up on the diamond.
If they can make it 5 in a row while on spring break, next in sports.
On the next Morning Blend, the author who took his bike and his family across the nation in 66 days. Why he did it and the book the journey inspired. And we'll bling it on with Saul's Jewelry and Loan. See you at 9.
Don't miss the Harlem Globetrotters live. If home is where the heart is, then welcome to our house.
Playing Omaha's CenturyLink Center Sunday, April 9th. Tickets on sale at the box office and harlemglobetrotters.com.
Gene Stothard and Heath Mello are 2 sides of the same coin. Heads, they win. Tails, you lose. Neither voted for President Trump. Mello voted for Hillary, and Stothard actually wrote in John McCain. How will these 2 get infrastructure money from a president they snubbed? And instead of fixing our existing roads, they'd rather spend millions of dollars on streetcars. Remember the restaurant tax Stothard said she'd kill? We're still paying it. That's why my mayor is Taylor Royal. He's not one of them. He's one of us.
Choosing the best care for your kids is one of those most important decisions. That's why so many parents choose children's physicians, because taking care of kids isn't just something we do, it's all we do. Energetically, expertly, with heart and a smile. Plus, we're backed by Children's Hospital and Medical Center. Choose the right pediatrician for your family. Call or visit us online. Children's Physicians. We know children.
It's truck month, so long live the trucks with load leveling rear air suspension, class exclusive RAM box storage, and the convenience of Uconnect with an 8.4-inch touchscreen. They're nothing short of groundbreaking. Ram Truck Month is the only place to get America's longest lasting pickups.
Well-qualified current lessees of competitive vehicles get a low-mileage lease on the 2017 Ram 1500 4x4 for $235 a month.
Are you talking to me? Huh? Are you talking to me this morning? You're awfully bright-eyed. Yeah? Ready to work, aren't you? Yeah. Go round and round. Yeah. Round and round. Good job, Alec. There you go. Keep going. Keep going.
Republicans are keeping their promise with a new plan for better health care. More choices and lower costs, putting doctors and patients in charge again. No more big government penalties or job-killing mandates. New tax credits to make insurance cheaper. And real protections for people with pre-existing conditions. Thank Congressman Don Bacon for keeping his promise and replacing the Affordable Care Act with the better health care you deserve.
Legendary savings are just a click away on your tablet, computer, or mobile device at nfm.com. Now, your Omaha Sports Insider Report.
The Nebraska baseball team took its longest winning streak of the season to the West Coast tonight, or near the West Coast. The Huskers, who just went above 500 for the first time all year, going for their 5th straight victory, taking on CSU Bakersfield. It's the first of 5 games for NU in California over the next 5 days. Top of the 4th, Nebraska down 2. Luis Alvarado comes through with the RBI single, scoring Scott Schreiber 2-1. Roadrunner still on top. Later in the 4th, more from the Big Red. Jake Schleppenbach, the fly ball into right field. That is caught. Ben Miller going to tag from third and try to score, and the big guy is safe at the plate. Ties the game up at 2. Next batter for Nebraska, Alex Rayburn, the grounder to short. Bakersfield tries to turn the double play, but the throw is off the mark. Alvarado scores the go-ahead run as the Huskers take the lead at that point. Top of the 7th now. Huskers down 4-3 until Alvarado comes through again. The RBI single scores Jake Myers, and at last check, this one in the top of the 7th, all tied up at 4. Meanwhile, Creighton hopes to extend its winning streak to 4 games tomorrow. The Blue Jays take on Kansas Wednesday afternoon in Lawrence, starting at 3 p.m. For CU's Riley Landite, it'll be a homecoming of a sorts. The senior outfielder is from Topeka, Kansas.
No, they didn't recruit me too much, but yeah, I kind of grew up as a fan. I'd love to go down to Lawrence and kind of put it to them, honestly. That's definitely there a little bit, but it's just another game we go in every game trying to win.
It's a good opportunity for us, and we haven't played KU down at their place for a couple of years. It's a nice place to play. I think our guys will enjoy it.
Tomorrow's game can be seen on ESPN3.com. For more Creighton baseball coverage, check out OmahaSportsInsider.com. It's run by 3 News Now and AM 590 ESPN Omaha. The UNO baseball team on the road tonight at Kansas State. Top of the 3rd, Mavs down 3-0. Elkhorn South alum Cole Thibodeau trying to lead a comeback. The RBI single scores Cole Patterson. That makes it 3-1. Wildcats still on top. All K-State after that, however, as the Wildcats take it tonight by a final score of 10-1. Well, basketball season came to a close for the Creighton women earlier this week. The Blue Jays fell in the 2nd round of the NCAA tournament Sunday night at Oregon State. Although CU loses 4 seniors, it does return first-team All-Big East selection Audrey Faber and the conference freshman of the year Jalen Agnew, among many others.
The more experiences that you have playing at this level, the more you can draw on. So just really proud of our team. We went 8-1 on the road in Big East games, and I think that speaks to how much toughness this team had, and I think that stuff carries over year to year. So excited.
Time for the Bank of the West play of the day. Back to Nebraska baseball. The Huskers' Angelo Altavilla fielding the bunt barehanded. Throw over to first is in time. That saved a run. Turning out to be huge right now as the Huskers and Roadrunners are tied in the 7th inning at 4. Could be a nice win for Nebraska if they're able to finish this off.
Yeah, now that the basketball season is over for the Huskers and the Jays, we start looking forward to the College World Series in June.
Yeah.
It'll be here before you know it.
It will. Then we'll have your weekend forecast coming up next.
Get to Nissan now and save on a lineup featuring Altima with available intelligent safety shield technologies that could sense vehicles in your blind spot. Take on the unexpected with 6 2017 IIHS top safety picks. It's clear why we're America's fastest growing auto brand. Get to Nissan now for a low $189 per month lease on Altima or lease Sentra just $149 per month.
In this town, there's only one pizza joint that has your best interests in mind.
They make every single pie from scratch, with the freshest ingredients, 100% real mozzarella. Oh, and if your engine's running a quart low, well, they can take care of that too. Casey's, famous for pizza. Right now at Casey's General Stores, get a large single-topping pizza, breadsticks, and 10-count wings meal deal for $19.99.
Your time is valuable. At H&H Chevrolet, we understand that. So we do everything we can to make sure your visit here is a good one, from our helpful employees to the deals we offer. Like this brand new 2017 Silverado Double Cab, now $12,000 off MSRP or just $299 a month. Because with deals like this, how can you not leave happy? Visit H&H Chevrolet today, where at every turn, our focus is you.
Be ready for Camping Frenzy with a 2018 Patriot RV exclusively at AC Nelson. This perfect Patriot has a bunkhouse and queen bed, only $127 a month or $10,988. The nation's #1 selling 26 DBH is just $185 a month or $17,988. Our Patriot toy haulers provide tons of gear storage. Save now during Camping Frenzy. AC Nelson, 118th and L. Lifetime memories begin here.
At Concordia University, you can discover a higher purpose, make a difference in the world, leverage knowledge and learning to serve others. Because we believe fulfilling our calling as Christians means helping you discover your calling, that you can become part of something bigger while reaching out to those right in front of you. At Concordia University, we believe in making an impact in the world, one student at a time. We believe in you.
Now, your Weather Alert Team weekend forecast.
Chance for rain moving in Thursday, Friday, and then carries over even into Saturday. Drier air for Sunday, and we start warming it back up again, close to 60 degrees.
Download the 3 News Now app for traffic, weather, and breaking news.
Thanks for watching. Good night.
We know you have many choices for news, so thank you for watching 3 News Now.